I'm the cat toy lady. Today's toy is a little different. It's not a true toy. I'm making a kitty veranda for my window. So basically a cat balcony. This took a lot of planning. So if it's something you want to do, make sure you keep safety in mind. And once you make it, check it every week to make sure it's still in good shape. And remember, if you're going to do this too, your window may not be shaped the way mine is. There are so many different styles of window, so pay attention to the different grooves and pieces of your own window. And I'm telling you, I have really planned this out. I've taken tons of measurements to make sure everything's going to fit just right. This isn't something that you just kind of go off on a whim and try to do. You really need to plan and plan and plan. So I'm going to walk you through everything that I'm doing. Don't worry about my exact measurements, because for your window, you're probably going to need something different. But I'm just going to show you the steps that I take to make sure that I'm double checking and building it safely. And yes, underneath the video, I'll put a list of all my materials and the items that I use, just in case you want to do this too. I've got my handy dandy plaid on for my construction, so let's get started. I have a 2 foot by 4 foot piece of hardy pine plywood that I'm going to use as the main parts. So I need to go ahead and mark where I need to cut. So I have my 2 pieces for the base and the part that's going to go in the window. And then right here, I have supports that are going to go underneath to keep it from being able to tilt down. So I'm gonna go cut some wood. I'll be right back. The 4 pieces are cut. They're a little rough. Definitely need some sanding next. All sanded. I've got my cat door that I'm going to put in the back piece of wood that will sit in the window itself. So I need to open it up now. I need to find out exactly how big of a hole that I put in the middle of the wood. I'm going to follow the directions, but this is made for at least 1.25 inches thickness. My wood is only 3/4 of an inch. Once I get my hole cut out, I'm going to put some 1/2 inch trim underneath the edge to make it fit perfectly. I'll show you. I've got the hole in and made sure the door fits. Before I finish the rest of the door, I'm going to attach the platform that's going to come out. Okay, so here's the door and here's the platform. I am going to put corner braces on the top and the bottom to help keep it in place. I bought 3-inch corner braces. So you can see where I put the first set of brackets. I'm gonna attach the wood to the top now and then put a set of brackets up here too. I feel so smart sometimes. My way of cheating for my support, using the wall and the table as my brace. Time to screw this side together. Voila! Now if you can see, I'm going to put the other set of braces on this side. Again. Ugh. The platform is attached to the wall and it's secure. Now that this piece is done, I need braces that come out for holding the netting. I've got pine wood. It's 3/4 of an inch by 1.5 inches and like 8 feet long. 2 of them. I'm gonna get my measurements and cut this into the right size, so then I'll attach it. I'm going to be using the staple gun for this part. It's going to make this go so much quicker. Now the top supports. I've got the last pieces cut. Time to staple them on too. So I cut my 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch wood to fit here to go all the way around the cat door, because remember, my cat door was made to go in something that was thicker than the wood, so this is my fix. Now I'm going to staple it. I'm going to staple it from this side, and any part of the staple that comes through and shows, I'm just going to bend over. That way it's not sharp and pointy. But we're not attaching it just yet. We're going to paint it after after getting our supports put on. I took my little pieces, I did cut off the little ends of them because they're not needed. They're just a little too long, and these are going to go like this. They are supports to rest against the house. And I measured my window. It has some weird little niches and pieces that stick out and up and over and just oddness. So I know right here, I need 2 3/8 inches of gap. So let's measure. I cut a piece of paper to the right width. So now that I know exactly where these pieces are going to go, I will line them up, make sure they're level, and staple them on. To make sure that I staple straight through, I'm going to mark my wood on the other side too. All right, everything's lined up. And again. Next step, spray paint. I am using an exterior white spray paint. It'll help keep the wood from rotting. The white will keep it from getting too hot, and it will match my house. It's painted. Now time to put the cat door back on, put a mesh around it, and we're done. I'm ready to enclose it, and I'm being thrifty about this. I recently bought 2 laundry baskets that came with mesh liners. Well, I don't really need the mesh liners, I needed the baskets. And I figure if a college kid can carry 100 pounds of laundry home in one of these, it will hold up. It's super durable and made out of nylon. So I'm gonna cut the 2 of these that I have up into smaller pieces. They can become the liner so I can make sure my cat doesn't fall out. You could get screen porch netting, chicken wire, or any other type of mesh that feels nice and sturdy to do this too. Cut the sides off. To make it nice and neat, I'm going to use one of these to go across the top and down one side, and then the other one I will wrap across the back of it and the other side. I'm going to use my staple gun to put the netting into place. I'm making sure to tug it nice and tight. I'm folding under the edges, that way there's no chance of it unraveling. All the netting is on. I stapled the tar out of it. It's not going anywhere. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I love the dollar store. I'm going to put a dollar store doormat inside of it, and what's great is if it gets a little funky, throw it away, put a new one in. No big deal. Last step, foam border all the way around. Gotta keep the bugs out. What's neat about this stuff? It's self-adhesive. Just unroll and stick. Let me show you around my veranda now that it's done. I love this cat door. It has a magnet to help keep it shut, but it has a lock on it too. So if I don't want the cats to be able to go out on it, I can just lock it up. And the 360, and underneath the supports. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you how I put it in the window and my cat's in it. Let's go put it in! Ah! So here's my window. You can see I have this extra little lip, and I know my windowsill's dirty. It's a really old house and it's stained. And here's the outside part of the window once it's open. Again, lots of lips, lots of different parts I have to work with. So I can show you the part that I measured. I measured up to the edge right here. I want this lip right here to catch the balcony. That way it can't go any farther past this. If you do not have lips like this, you can put brackets that will stick up in front, on the top, and on the bottom to be able to catch your balcony from being able to fall through. There we go. See, it fit perfectly in that lip. The outside view for the kitty cat from above. And we have exploration. Checking it out. It's been raining, so I put a towel in it. Hey, Cindy. In case you forgot, I make other toys. So check out this video. And if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. Every week it's something else to keep your cat happy. Now go make your cat some toys. Go make cat toys.